guys. Nairobi is in the house. Obviously, we are in Nairobi. South Africa is in the house as usual. Copenhagen is where? Memphis, Tennessee. The UK is in the house. Houston, Texas is in the house. Hello, I missed you guys as well, but I'm here watching from Bahrain, California, Nigeria, Houston, Finland, Malawi, Germany is here. Good to see you, Mama. Good to see you too. Yes, good to see you too. Welcome, 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 and tap on the screen. Johannesburg is in the house, 1746. Yes, yes, Denmark, Belgium, Charlotte is here. Okay, Santa Lucia, Mtakatifu Lucia is here. Canada is here. Washington DC, Canada, Somalia, Nyakach in the house. Kenya, of course. Grenada, Texas, UK, Fiji. Love your makeup, thank you. Kenya is in the house. Kenya, Vermont, China, Equatorial Guinea. Wow. Chicago, South Africa, Eldoret. Pia mimi am in the house. Wewe sasa ni wapi Wangui na kuona hapo? South Africa is in the house. Wangui na kuona wewe ni wa Gikuyu. Yes, yes, yes. Uganda is in the house. Karen is in the house. Kitu is in the house. I've missed your teachings from Nigeria. Come, Florida is here. Meru is here. Nandi is here. Netherlands is here. Kenya is here. Kabete, of course. That's where we reside. That's the paradise. Mercury, we will talk about retrogrades. Just stay. Burundi is here. South Africa is here. You look so amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am here to inspire and I'm here to teach as well. So thank you so much. Wisconsin, USA. Nangonya kano Beraenya, Equatorial Guinea, Pigs, Germany, Isiolo is here. Israel is on board. Israel, you need to see me behind the tent after this. You brighten up my phone today. Thank you. You look so absolutely stunning. Thank you. You look amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Atlanta is in the house. As usual, I am here to do what I usually do, teaching about the holy science. Poland is in the house. Nyathu was sending you much love. Asante. Nyamerakoro Beraenya wada. Divine African woman. North Carolina is in the house. Buruburu is in the house. I love your dress. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the love. New York City is in the house. You're so beautiful. Thank you. South Africa is in the house. Detroit is in the house. In Jaber, thank you. I could listen to you all day. Karibu sana, keti chini tuongee. Kilifi is in the house. Thank you. Paris is here. Okay, I love you, my darling. Thank you so much, guys. You see, it's not yet time for my live, so I'm just coming here to familiarize with you guys before I start. Join my team. Thank you for the gift. Age restriction is, I've put it there so that I don't want problems with TikTok. I realize they told me so many children watch my videos. Okay, IVM, you're saying age restriction. Why are you saying age restriction more than once? So many children watch my videos, and so I just don't want any problems. If you're a child and you're here and you want to watch and you want to learn from my teachings, wear something on your head. Wear a Muslim something. Wear those Muslim hijabs on your head so that they don't know how old you are. Because right now they tell me so many children watch my videos and that's why they restrict. I don't want children to be the reason my videos are being restricted. So if you know you are a child and you still want to watch my video, or if you're a parent and you're watching my videos with your children, cover their crown chakra. Cover their heads with... Let them look like they are wearing an hijab. Figure it out. Because, we cannot have my lives be discontinued all the time because of minor issues. So please, or if you can't, if you have your child watching, just watch and then teach them later, We don't have time to keep going back and forth with TikTok. So guys, as usual, today I'm here to teach about the holy science. So the spying is there, guys. Let me tell you, you see the reason why they want to delete TikTok so much? Now that I have started this session, I just want to tell you, the energy, how does energy run? Okay, if you want to know how we are being spied on, your energy runs from your feet, from your Achilles heel to your feet, all the way to your head. It starts from Aquarius going to Pisces and then back to your head, left and right. So your energy is constantly running like this. When energy is running like this, it is forming a shape of an apple. It makes you form a shape of an apple. So literally, when you look at the Apple devices and you see like their logo has been beaten, it is an apple that has been eaten on one side, and the side that has been eaten on that apple is the right side. It is your right side. So literally, we're being spied on a daily basis. The memories, our memories are being spied on. They can spy on our memories, but they cannot spy on our thoughts. They can spy on our memories, but they cannot spy on our feelings. TikTok, the way the algorithm of TikTok is set up, it is capable of spying on your feelings. TikTok is capable of spying on your feelings. So TikTok is literally the side that is the most dangerous. If the United States takes control of TikTok, they will have control of our memory and our intuition. Literally, the algorithm of TikTok is created in a way that it is able to tap into your intuition. The same way the algorithm of Instagram, Facebook, they are created in a way that they tap into your memory. Everything you say, what you watch, what you do, they are watching you constantly so that they can sell to you. All these things, they do it to be able to sell and manipulate. Because where attention goes, grows. Where your energy goes, grows. So they want to know you. But you should know that when we are fighting for TikTok to stay in the hands of TikTok, anyone who is fighting for that, you're fighting for intuition to stay in the hands of TikTok and not to move to people like Instagram. You know that the way they restrict such kind of apps, we know by now. Like, let's not pretend. We know TikTok is the deal right now. It is the real deal. And everybody wants to copy. They want to tap into our intuition too, but TikTok is the only one that has been able to do that. So when you see the fight, when you see the war, know that it is echoing into infinity. It is affecting you even at individual level. Anyway, somebody is asking me about retrograde. If you want to know anything about the retrogrades, stay in this live up to the end. As usual, this is a rerun. This is a repeat class. This is a class that I started this class in January, but now we are starting it again. It's looking pretty. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful compliments. We're always looking forward to inspire. We're always looking forward to, feel good. And the biggest part of feeling good is looking good. So thank you guys so much. Gorgeous as ever. I love that. I love that. Oh, the gifts. The men today, I love me. Oh, Peter, I see you. Peter, I see you spoiling me. Thank you. Green is your color. Yes. But then again, remember, it is spring. Guys, my body, it moves. Literally, I've been able to get into cosmic rhythm so much that my body moves with the astrological weather. So right now, there's so much spring, the new year. And so I just feel like doing green because of the new year. It is not my color. All colors are my color. I will turn red. I will do purple. I will do orange. But just stay with me. You will see my colors as we go. But this is not the only color. This is just the representation of spring. Because right now, I'm just feeling like the new year has begun. I'm just feeling like my life has also begun. Peter! Who is this Peter Zamunda? Peter Zamunda, which country are you from now? You've decided today is the day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. You love black as... Yeah. You people will read me. You will read me. People who are studying me, you will study me and you will find me out. Yes. Those are colors that I love. It's your friend from a long time ago. Peter Zamunda, I have... And I think I remember the second name Zamunda. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it. So before it's 5 minutes and still we start. We always start with the national anthem. Oh, but guys, before we start, are there any students, like my normal students in the comment section, who are already present and early? You, my students, just keep being my students. You will reap a lot. You're going to reap a lot from the consistency. Because here it's steady green. Here we grow. If you're following me and you're not growing, we have no business being together. Here we grow. So all my students, you must be somebody who is growing. Me, as an individual, as a teacher, I come here to teach people who are vouching for themselves. Guys, we don't have to be friends. You don't have to like me. As long as you're somebody who you are vouching for yourself, as long as you're somebody who you want yourself to win, you and I are fucking in the spirit realm. Whether you like it or not, whether you don't, whether you hate me when you look at me, whether you hate my voice, whether you do, as long as you're vouching for yourself, as long as you're an individual who you want to see the best for yourself, know that you and I, we are fucking in the spirit realm. Literally. So as my student, please come here because you come to learn. If you're my student and you're staying stagnant, leave or go look for somebody else. I've had Akina Pastor Nganga or Ezekiel are also on TikTok right now. Go follow other people. People who follow me, you should be people who you are growing. Because you can also see me as your teacher. Hey, Yamadesu, I remember you. Oh, Yamadesu, I remember you. You can see that as your teacher, I'm also growing constantly. And me, I'm steady green. I will grow. There's no time you will come here and see me and look at me and see me like I'm growing. Me, I am a north node. I'm a north noder. But not everyone is a north node type of a person. Not everyone grows up. Some people are south noders. Some people are growing down. So if you're some people who are growing down, there's nothing here for you. I am not your pastor. I am not your pastor. I am a pastor to people who are growing up. Yes. New students here, welcome, because we are starting the syllabus again. I'm growing nice music. Welcome. My students, I want to hear from my students. 3 minutes. My students, since you started following, are you growing? Are you growing? Are you growing? Swiri, I'm Indian. Can I? Yes. This is a universal class. I am a universal shepherd. I am a teacher for people from Philippines. I'm a teacher for people from China, wherever. Everyone is here. Are you? Yes, that is what it is. You can see me as your teacher. I lead by example. Everything I tell you, I do myself. The spirit in me does not only teach you, it teaches me too. So as I grow, I want you to grow too, guys. I want you guys to grow too, because there's going to reach a time where we will now need to connect to each other. We will now need to connect to each other. Right now, you guys are seated over there. I'm sitting over here. A time is coming when we will not, this will no longer be there. A time is coming when we are going to be the soldiers of tomorrow. So me, I come online to prepare the soldiers of tomorrow. And soldiers of tomorrow, you must grow, guys. However tiny, however bit by bit, however small the step is, you must grow in this journey. However small. I want to know how to connect with my ancestors. Stay, you will know. Today I am teaching about the holy science. It's 2 minutes until we have our and my notes are here, by the way. The holy science notes. That's why I'll keep looking at this. I have notes set out, nicely arranged. And today, the Holy Science, I want to teach it slowly by slowly. Even for my students, as I repeat, you are going to get epiphanies as well. So just, pole ndio mwendo wakobe ndio mwendo. Yes. Tulianza kwa shamba. Yeah, exactly. Tuona sasa. And imagine tutaenda hadi munione huko kwenye na sasa at the interglobal level, where now we are in charge of global systems from the farm. So know that we are moving north. Best Mini, thank you. Best Mini, thank you. There are people who have been here with me since the days I was teaching from the farm. Lovely. And thank you so much for being here since that time. So it's 1 minute, and then we are going to start with our with our East African anthem. And before I put the East African anthem, I just want to tell you, people who don't know, we do East African anthem because here we are intentional. We don't have time to second guess. We are not Christians, first of all, here. Here we are souls that are intentional, and what is connecting us all is our dire individual needs to expand at individual level. The only reason why you listen to me is because you want to expand at an individual level. The only reason I am talking to you right now is because I want to expand at an individual level. For me to expand at an individual level, I have to expand my house, I have to expand my village, I have to expand my county, and I have to expand my country. After my country, now it is my community, the East African community. So literally right now, In East Africa, the East African community has already been formed. We have a passport. We have a single passport as the East African community. The next thing that we are praying follows that is the opening of the borders. Because right now, in Africa, we need the borders to open. When the borders open, trade will be easy. It will be easy to transact with each other. It will be easy for me to send my designs to Uganda. It will be easy for me to send my designs to Rwanda. It will be easy for people from Rwanda to send things to Kenya so that we don't depend on only trading with the West. Right now in Africa, our borders are closed to each other so much that we are only trading with the West. Literally, the West are the only customers that we have because they've ensured that all our borders are closed. We cannot trade properly with each other. So this is the reason why even initiatives like the Belt and Road initiatives are being fought so much by the West because they know that the moment our borders are opened, that's it. The moment African borders are open, we will not even need to know who Beyonce is. As we will be here busy building our own. As we will be here busy building our own. So please know that when we sing the East African anthem, we are just vouching for community. That is the underlying intention behind us doing this. So as usual, we're going to start. Yes. Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu. Thank you so much. Listen to the words. Thank you. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Yeah, so that's it. That is the beginning. That's the beginning ritual. I've loved your content for a very long time, to be honest. Welcome, and you will love it even more because here we are moving north. Here we are moving north. I want you to know, when you're following me, the reason why you are even interested in me, we have different dimensions. I do not speak for all dimensions. It is not everyone that resonates with my teachings. It is not everyone that resonates with my lives. It is not everyone that resonates with my content. Why do you specifically resonate with my content as an individual who loves my content? It's because you're moving north. You are a northerner. Here we have streams on this planet. We have Easterners, we have Westerners, we have Southerners, and we have Northerners. North people are people we are moving up. We are moving up our lineages. We are moving up our bloodlines. There are people who they are moving down. They are moving south. People who move south, you cannot resonate with my content. My content will not lead you to move properly. But people who are moving north, this is the place for you. You are my sister. You are my soul sister. Whether you don't, I always say, as long as you want the best for yourself, we are fucking. We fuck. As long as you want the best for yourself, We are vibing. Whether you hate me, whether you don't like my nose the way it looks, whether you don't like my eyes the way it looks, as long as you want the best for yourself, you and I, the same team. We are in the same team in the spirit dimension. So, thank you for being here. Forward ever, backwards never. So, as you know, today we are learning about the holy science. I want to move very slowly with this. The second, literally very slowly. I want to move very slowly so that you get it, okay? I want you to get it. I want you to get what we're talking about. So what is the holy science? Holy science. You look so good. Thank you so much. So what is the holy science? When we start talking about the holy science, literally this is the science of Ubuntu. This is the African mythology. This is the African science. This is the chemistry. This is the alchemy of the Africans. And so, when we start learning about the holy science, I want you to forget anything you've ever learned in your life. If you're somebody who you're meeting the holy science for the first time, forget what the church has ever taught you, forget what your parents have ever taught you, and just listen to me. And also, if there's somebody in the comment section who you feel like people talk here on the comment section a lot, some questions my students can answer. I have students who are advanced right now. I have students who are very advanced. Some of them are even ahead of me in their advancement. When somebody asks a question here and you can answer, please just answer them as my student. I give you permission. Kindly exercise yourself, because I know as my student you're also growing towards a particular dimension that you're going to. If you feel called, maybe some of you are tarot readers, some of you are diviners, some of you are psychics. If you feel like you can answer somebody's question in the comment section, don't wait for me to answer all questions. I will not be able to. People comment a lot. Me, I'll just teach and leave. People who are gifting me as well, please thank them for me. Thank them for me if I am not able to thank them. Thank them for me, because these gifts are amazing. I appreciate them and I will not pretend that I do not care about them. I do. So we're going to start with the holy science. Introduction to the holy science. People who have books, I hear some people, they write in the comment section. So people, Saida, thank you so much. I see you. So people who have books, I'm going to teach today very slowly. I'm going to try and teach slowly. Introduction to the holy science. The holy science is where they plagiarized the Bible from. It is from the holy science that Hinduism came. It is from the holy science that you have Buddhism. It is from the holy science that you have pagans. It is from the holy science is the universal religion. Whether you are who or who, the solar system runs on a daily basis. The solar system does not care whether you know that name is the sun. That one there, it's called Venus. That one there, it is called Saturn. That one is Sirius. The solar system does not care whether you know these things or not. The solar system, it runs on a daily basis and time stops to wait for no man. So at the end of the day, when you're born into this particular planet, the holy science is a book that you're supposed to be given. This is a manual that every individual that gets born in this particular planet must be given at birth. Why don't you have it right now? Colonization. However much some people don't want us to blame colonization for everything, I will always tell you the truth. There's nothing else to blame. Colonization is narcissism. It is manipulation. Certain people came together and they wanted to control the world. They saw how the black woman was ruling the world. And I want to tell you, before I even get into the holy science, I want to tell you where we come from. Where the issues we have today come from. In ancient times, Africa was ruled by the matriarchs, the Bantu. You hear Bantu. Bantu is a matriarchal term. It means people. It means mother nature. Ubuntu, it is all the same thing. Ntu, Watu, it is all the same thing. And so in ancient Africa, we had the Bantus and the Niloids. The Niloids were the patriarchs. Bantu gave birth to Niloid so that the Niloid can keep record, intellectual record, our historical chains. The Niloids were given birth to preserve the memories, because the Bantus are natural intuitives. They are intuition. And so in ancient time, the entire world was ruled by the matriarchs, the women, until the Greek men came from the caves, the cave people. People who lived in the caves, people who lived in the cold, people who lived in the snow. Them, because their society was run by survival, they naturally had patriarchs as their leaders. And so when these patriarchs were exploring Africa, you hear the Alexander the Great, you hear their names in history. They were exploring the world to see what else is there. By the time these colonizers, let me call them the albedo. From today, I will never use the white people because it gives TikTok easy time to cancel me. I'll call them the albedo people. Now, these albedo people, they came to Africa. And then they found that Africa was running in divine matriarchal order. Women were the elite. Women were in charge of preserving the laws. Like literally, women were the custodians of the law. The Bantus are the custodians of the law. The Ark of the Covenant belongs to the Bantus. So the Bantus were the ones who are controlling businesses, controlling economy, controlling the money. The only thing Nilotic people were doing were research-oriented and elevation-oriented. When the cave people, albedos, came to Africa, they found out that it was the matriarchs leading. Them, they came from the caves where they butcher their women. They came from the caves where a woman does not have a voice. They came from the caves where a woman is not supposed to talk in front of anyone. Coming to Africa and finding out that the Bantus are the ones who are leading, it was a complete contrast. So we are here because of narcissism of a man. A man could not handle women leading. And so that is the reason why they got into Africa camouflaged, learning everything, were taught everything. And then it reached a point where now they wanted the men to be powerful, the European men to be more powerful than anybody else. And one thing you must know about Africans never kept records of, oh, I invented this, oh, I discovered this. There was nothing like that in Africa, because in ancient Africa, people discovered everything. It was the people. Like Africans knew that no man invents anything. Ideas already exist, just waiting for you to raise your vibration in order for you to tap into it. So our way here was spiritual. They try portraying it in the movies like Avatar, movies like Moana. Our ways here were very spiritual. We were spiritually elevated people communicating through telepathy. Telepathic communication is the end goal. Telepathic communication is like communicating with phone, but there is no phone. Literally, you need someone, you think about them and they appear, and it is concurrent. You guys are so much in the same vibration that I think of you, you think of me at the same time. So it was telecommunication. It comes from telepathy. The cave people, they came to Africa, learned everything. These things are documented. If you want to read, you will find them. Came the likes of Pythagoras, Plato, Socrates, the great philosophers that you know from ancient Greece. All of them got their information in ancient Kemet, ancient Africa, ancient Bantus, ancient Nilotic people. Then they turned it upside down because they did not want the women to lead. You see, like among elephants, the woman leads. Among the antelope, the woman leads. So many animals, among the bees, the woman's lead. And it is right like that according to nature. But because they wanted to turn nature upside down, they put themselves in the position, now we are going to become the women who lead. You understand? And that is the root of transgenderism. Even right now, like a lot of people might say, oh, I was born in whatever. Collective thinking, collective guidance manifests itself in the collective. Individuals, you will see, if the collective is confused, you will see individuals who are confused. Just because that is the manifestation of the collectiveness. They've been having men leading and then telling everybody that it's a woman. They've been having men leading and telling everybody, it's a woman. Barbara Bush, it's a woman. Right now, you saw the wife of the president of France, a woman. The United States, we know that the wife of Obama is a man. The wife of the president of France is a man. It is still happening. The war has not yet been won. We are still at a point where it is the patriarchs that are camouflaging as women so that they can rule the world. The world is still being ruled by men. And the war that we are currently fighting is not even a big war. It is a war between the white male who wants to stay on top of everything versus the black woman who is the most disrespected entity on the entire planet and yet should be the most respected entity on the entire planet. Somebody's telling me I am muted. I don't think so. Am I muted? I hope that you guys are comprehending what I'm trying to put across. Hatuski. Sasa nao ni akina nani hawasikii jamani? Hao ni akina nani hawasikii? Lakini jua, the women that I'm talking to, this message is mostly for you. As a woman, you might think that in your village there, where you are, I don't know whether you are from Kabianga village or you are somewhere in a village in Puerto Rico. If you are a woman, know that the spiritual battle that we are fighting right now is against women. And life will always be difficult for you as long as things above are intertwined, as long as things above are in reverse. And we can already see it. The writings are always on the walls. Women suffer the most on this particular planet. Even though men want to say, oh, even as the men, what women fear is fellow men. Men who fear for their safety on this planet, they fear because of fellow men. It is not because of women. Women can no longer walk at night because of men. Women can no longer go to places alone because of... And you know the reason? It is not because we are vulnerable as women. The reason is because we've forgotten the power that women have. Before the male power manifests in the physical dimension, know that it exists in the spiritual dimension as women, as a female power. I will repeat that. Before the male power exists in the physical dimension, it exists in the spiritual dimension as a female power. So when you look at yourself as a woman and you are seeing a man walking around with a lot of muscles, know that that is the same way you look in the spirit realm. So this is the reason why we must elevate spirituality. We must elevate tarot readers. We must elevate spiritual things that are based on intuition. You know, we must elevate things that they call African juju, African witchcraft, dark feminine magic. We must elevate such kind of things because that is the only way you defeat men as a woman. As a woman, you can never fight with a man like this and win. The only way you defeat a man on this particular dimension is Paleju in the spirit realm. That is the only way you fight a man as a woman. So please, let's get into that. And as I start the holy science explanation, I hope you comprehend where we've come from and where we are going. We've been spiraling. Our ancestors were dealing with the same issue, matriarchy versus patriarchy. We are here to deal with the same issue, matriarchy versus patriarchy. And then after we've dealt with this issue, now we will move on to other things. We will never move on to other things for as long as we're not dealing with the issues that are the elephants in the room. The elephant in the room is the man, the masculine one. And the masculine ones are the colonizers against the feminine ones, who are the creatives, who are the portals into divinity. The feminine ones are the direct replica of God. God gives life. A woman gives life. So when you see men wanting to become women, they want to get to the moon so bad, so bad. You know, they want to access intuition so bad. Because they know the moment they access intuition, they will be able to now access the woman fully. But guess what? God cannot allow, because God is the woman. Anyway, I'm going to start. Introduction to the holy science. Now that the wars are over, it's man versus woman. When World War I, it was man go to war. Men, you're always going to war and fighting each other. Always going to war and fighting each other because you don't want to listen to women. Men. If you are a man watching me right now and you want the best in your life, you want the best for yourself, start listening to women. I know it will, and you know, a lot of people always ask, where were our ancestors when all this were happening? What were our ancestors doing? What are you doing now? Right now we are fighting the war. We are fighting the war of divine masculine against the divine feminine. Where are you? You see where I am? This is where my ancestors were when the war was happening. Where you are right now, that is where your ancestors were when the war was happening. A lot of men, when you tell them, listen to women, they will not, my friend. Because to them, they have this mentality that women are I don't even know where they get their validations from, because women are the most intelligent beings, most creative beings, most artistic beings. Women make the world go round. If the trend is not stepped on by women, it will go nowhere. And then you don't want to listen to women. If you want us to restore divineness as a man, start shutting up a lot and listening to women a lot. Women have a lot of solutions to the problems that you have. Men, you don't even have problems most of the time. The problems that you have, women can solve in a day, in a second. Start listening to the women in your lives. Now, introduction to the holy science. They usually say that, hey, you know, Christianity, guys, there's a point you will reach in your life where you will see just how much. 1 minute. There's a point you will reach in your life where you will see just how much the concept of Christianity is dumb and uncouth. You will just see how the concept of Christianity, you know, Christianity, they tell you that a woman came out of a man's rib. Just inverting it, turning it upside down. It is the man that came out of a woman's rib. A woman carries pregnancy. When you carry a pregnancy, it is mostly your ribs. They cover part of the pregnancy. Like literally your ribs are usually on the sides covering your pregnancy. So literally everyone comes from a woman's rib. Literally every individual comes from a woman's rib. Every being, every creation that is born on this particular planet comes from a woman's rib, man. Rib, where's the ribs? Ribs are here when you're pregnant. When you're pregnant, the pregnancy, is it not under the ribs? And when you're telling women that women comes from a man's rib. How? The writings are always on the walls. Ubuntu. This is why I advocate for Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. Guys, if somebody comes to you with a philosophy, look at it in nature. Is it existing in nature? Do you have in nature anything in nature where there is female coming from a man's rib? But then divert it and look at a woman. When a woman is pregnant, where are the ribs? Where is the position of the ribs? Where is the position of the ribs? So who comes from whose ribs? You know, Christianity is stupidity. And in this particular era, when I meet Christians, yani me, I don't even look at you guys. You know, a lot of Christians, you think I hate you. And most of the time when you meet me in public places, you show me attitude. Some people even show me attitude. I don't care about you. You are foolish. You are a fool who is lazy. You don't want to read. That is who you are in my eyes as a Christian who is following the Abrahamic religion. That is what you look like to me. So I don't care about you. Most of the time when I even go making my nails or doing something, I meet people in the elevator. Some people, they show me attitude. They show me attitude because they know that now they are Christians. Now we are. I don't care about you, guy. I don't care. I wouldn't even waste 1 minute to even listen to you, your Christianity. Because to me, you are a fool. Somebody who is believing that a woman came from a man's rib. Foolish. And you cannot prove it. And you still believe it. And we have ancestors who left marks here for you. Our ancestors always said Ubuntu, Ubuntu. We even have Ubuntu facilities everywhere on this particular planet. Even here in Kenya, we have Ubuntu schools. The name is everywhere. Guess Ubuntu is what? I am because you are. So, as long as I am not, you are not. As long as it doesn't exist within, it is not there. As long as there is no phenomenon on the planet where a creation comes from a rib of some male entity, know that it does not exist. Guys, we are in the age of Aquarius. This is not a place where you believe without logical proof. In the age of Aquarius, you must believe it after having logical proof. If it doesn't have a logical proof, just push it aside, say that, oh, I understand that is what you believe, my friend. I understand that is what you believe, but as long as there is no logical proof behind it, please. Because we are in the age of Aquarius now, it's the age of originals. It is the age of knowing. The portals of originalities are open. So right now, we are at a point where there is no spiritual thing that you cannot explain with logic. The spiritual logic doors are open. So let nobody tell you that, you are worshiping God. Where is that God? Ask them. Where is this God I'm worshiping? If you cannot see it, do not bow before it. Thou shalt not worship any idols. Let nobody show you that, by there, this is God. No. As long as somebody cannot point to you where God is, tell them, I am okay walking, knowing that I am God because I'm the only physical proof, because God created me. The fact that I'm here, there's an artist. When I start looking, who are those artists? My mother. Who are those artists? My father. Who are those artists? Our great-grandmother. My great-grandfather. Who are those artists? Up to the 12th generation, I have 4,000 ancestors who came together in order for me to be born. That is the only God that is visible to me. And where are their memories? In my DNA. That is the only God that you have. Let nobody tell you that there's some God somewhere. We are in the age of Aquarius. If someone cannot explain it, do not believe it. If there's no logical explanation to it, if there's no Ubuntu explanation, and by the way, Ubuntu is our marking scheme. Everything that exists within the human connotation must exist in Ubuntu, must exist in nature. Are the lions doing it? Are the zebras doing it? At least the animals, they pray, but do we know what they pray to? We have the praying mantis. Are the rats doing it? Are the elephants doing it? We have the marking scheme here. So let no missionary or Jehovah Witness come to your house and tell you that, with the upside down interpretation of the Bible. Say no. Get thee behind me, Satan. Introduction to the Holy Science. The Holy Science, popularly known to the modern world as astrology, is an ancient Kemetic philosophy that centers the moon and the sun as the main driving forces on our planet alongside other stars of the solar system. I will repeat. The Holy Science, popularly known as astrology, is an ancient Kemetic philosophy that centers the moon and the sun as the main driving forces on our planet alongside other stars of the solar system. We are no longer in a generation where you're going to sit in your house and look at the TV 24/7. We are in a generation where you must get out and know what the moon is. You must get out and know what the sun is. If there's anything we've shared with our ancestors, it is the moon and the sun. If there's anything on this planet that knows your history without being told, it is the moon, the sun, and the waters, and the airs, and the earth of the planet. So the elements, things that have been there throughout, things that we share on a daily basis. Nobody can survive on this planet without sunlight. Nobody can survive on this planet without fire. Nobody can survive on this planet without air. Nobody can survive on this planet without earth. Nobody can survive on this planet without water. And nobody can survive on this planet without space. If you want to know where God is, the elements, the things you cannot do without, those are where the God is. Some of you can't do without your friends. Oh, unto you. Some of you can't do without your mother. Oh, unto you. The only thing you should be able to not do without on this planet are fire, air, water, earth, and space. As long as you have those 5 things, you are capable of building any empire on this planet. As long as you have access to those 5 things, you are capable of culminating into your best avatar on this particular planet. Let's continue. The Holy Science mainly emphasized that in order to know who you individually are, you must first know the solar system in which you live in. The solar system. What is the solar system? The soul. The system of the soul. What is the solar system? The system of the soul. Why do we call it the system of the soul? Guys, nobody sees the sun the same with you. If I was to sit here, if you were to sit here with me today, and the moon is out, and I'm looking at the moon, and you're looking at the moon, and you start moving towards the other direction, and I start moving towards the other direction, both of us still looking at the moon, that moon will move with you, and it will move with me. When you hear solar system, that is what it's about. Your soul is represented by the planet, and it is represented by all these things that are constantly working with you. So if you don't know the solar system in which you live in, you can never know who you are. How do you know the solar system in which you live in? Let's continue. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, shower as I speak. If I speak something that slaps you and you have money in your wallet, shower me. Setianu, thank you so much. The physical appearance of the body. Actually, let me. Hey guys, keep on. Let me read all of this now so that you listen. The Holy Science, popularly known to the modern world as astrology, is an ancient Kemetic philosophy that centers the moon and the sun as the main driving forces on our planets alongside other stars of the solar system. The Holy Science mainly emphasizes that in order to know who you individually are, you must know the solar system in which you live in. The physical appearance of the body, the physical appearance of your body is the default setting of your ancestors. For example, me, you are looking at me like this. You're saying, oh, you look so and so, you look like what, you look lovely, whatever. This physical appearance of my vessel is the default setting of my ancestors. This is what my ancestors looked like. However, the advancement of this body, the upgrading of this body is the responsibility of each individual descendant. Your ancestors give you a vessel, clean slate. Know that every child is born beautiful. Every child is born whole. Unless you come from a bloodline whose fourth generation is cursed. It's cursed up to the first generation. But if you come from a bloodline that is clean, of which is the compact majority, you'll realize that children are born beautiful, breathtaking. Because that is the clean vessel. Every child is a clean book. See the way you go to the supermarket and you buy a book that has nothing written on it. Children are like that, and every child is a specific book from the ancestors. Now, as that child grows, the advancement and the upgrading of their body is the responsibility of them. You know, when you're a child, you get a clean slate. But then, as you grow up, your arms start becoming crooked. You start having crooked feet. Your Achilles heel start becoming narrow because you don't believe in yourself. Your feet start becoming crooked because, your Achilles heel starts becoming narrow because you don't know yourself. Your feet, they start becoming crooked because you don't believe in yourself. Your head starts becoming, you have hair that is malnourished. Your head is not, your nose is looking in a way that you don't like. All these things, we choose them as we grow up. You choose the way each and every body parts of yours looks as you grow up. And I will explain it. And just to explain it roughly, you see the tortoise. Tortoise is a pregnancy in nature. Whenever you see a tortoise, you know that you are looking at a pregnancy in nature. A pregnancy is the metaphoric representation of divine progress, natural progress, how we should naturally progress. When you look at the shell of a tortoise, it has 13 sections. Meaning every month, literally the tortoise is there telling you that every month you get a chance to work on a particular part of your body. Every month you get a chance to work on a particular part of your body. As you grow up, these things, they show. Some people, you wanted to be tall and then you grow up, you find yourself you're short. Mentality, there's something you miss. If at all you wanted it so bad. Some people, and children, when you ask children, As children grow up, they look at adults and they choose. Adults to children are like supermarket. Children are usually like, oh my God, I wouldn't want to have such hips when I grow up. Oh my God, I wouldn't want to have such feet when I grow up. Oh my God, I wouldn't want to have such hair when I grow up. Like literally children are constantly shopping on this particular planet. And that is what we all do. Some people are just not in awareness of it. We are constantly building our body. Me personally, I remember doing it. I used to look at my mom's nails and be like, oh my God, I would love to have such nails when I grow up. And then I used to look at her back, the way her back is formed, and be like, no, I don't want that. Oh, I'm not shopping that. Oh, I'm not shopping that. And that is how you speak on this particular planet. What you think about is literally constantly transforming in your body and giving you the body that you want or the one that you don't want. If you do the work, you get the body that you want. If you don't do the work, you get the body that you don't want. Simple. I will continue. And I will read this one before I go to the next one. The physical appearance of the body is the default setting of the ancestors. However, the advancement and upgrade of the body is the responsibility of individual descendants. Yes, true, I used to do that. We all do it. All children, they do it. Everybody comes here to build the best version of themselves. That is the goal, guys. The goal is not to go to Europe. Epic. The goal is not to go to Europe. The goal is not to go meet Beyonce. The goal is not to be friends with Kim Kardashian. The goal is not to go to the Oprah Winfrey show. The goal is to, are you building a body that you like? Are you building a body that you like? Because some people, you will think that body, the way you're given to it, you have no power in how it morphs. And yet, all power belongs to you. If you want to have a crooked nose, just behave a certain way and your nose will be crooked right in front of your face. If you want small breasts, just restrict the way you feel. Restrict the way you feel and your breast will be very small. If you don't want a big nyash, just lose your confidence. Lose all your confidence and then you'll see your nyash will disappear in broad daylight. You have the power to build your avatar. And that is what we come here to do. We come here to ensure that by the time you are your highest level, then you look the best that you want. The best that you wanted to look as a child. If that is not your bearing, you are moving towards the wrong direction. Let's continue. Because this body, your body, this body of mine, this was the beauty standard of my ancestors. This was the beauty standard of my ancestors. My ancestors just saw me and they were like, yes, let's pick this body for you. This one will favor you the best. Even you, your body is the beauty standard of your ancestors. The question is, do you see it? The question is, do you believe it? The question is, do you know it? And a lot of people are like, oh, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. I want to look like what? You can never get to your path. You wanting to look like Kim Kardashian and you are a Tieno. It's like you are traveling to go to Madagascar and you want to use the road. You want to leave Kenya or Somalia to go to Madagascar and you want to use road. My friend, you will not get there. That vessel of yours is what your ancestors knew was going to get you to where you are going. If you reach a point and you're like, no, I want the one that looks like Beyonce. Are you sure the Beyonce vessel can get you to where you're going? What if where you're going is full of snow and ice and Beyonce is literally something that cannot travel in ice? You will not go. You can never excel in your life path using somebody else's identity. You can never excel in your life path using somebody else's culture. It will never happen, my friend. It will never happen. And your ancestors know that. Now, how does your knowledge of your solar system or of your soul system help in the advancement and upgrade of your body? How does your knowledge of your soul system or the solar system help in the advancement and upgrading of your body? This is the part. This is where the T is. The part that I want to read now is where the T is. The vessel must be fit for the intended journey. Exactly. My journey, it needed this vessel. By the way, I don't know how this vessel looks like. Because when I look at myself in the screen like this, I'm looking at myself in an inverted position. I don't know what I look like. Nobody knows what they look like. But guess what? That which you are given is what was best fit for the journey that you are to travel on this particular planet. Changing it is like losing the key. When you change it, it's like you've carried another key to go lock a door whose key was initially given to you from birth. So please step into the awareness of that. Now, how does the knowledge of the solar system or soul system, whenever you hear solar system, know that it is soul system, help in the advancement and upgrade of your body. Instead of God the Father, the Catholics or ex-Catholics who are here, step to the front. Step to the front, because you guys are the ones who are going to comprehend this the most. Instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by the phrase, God the body. Listen, instead of God the Father, we have God the body. Instead of God the Son, we have God the day. And instead of God the Holy Spirit, we have God the great year. When you say God the Father instead of God the body, you are excluding women. Catholic is a patriarchal sex institution. Men have been having sex, but a lot of women are not homosexuals. A lot of women are not homosexuals, or even if they are incapable of exercising it, because women follow where the money is. Women will become the sexuality of the people who have the most money. We live in a patriarchal society where men have the most money. So a lot of women are straight, not because they want to be straight, but because they want the money. Women follow the money. They follow the balance. But guess what? The reality of this particular planet is that we've been living in a patriarchal gay society, where instead of God the body, they changed it to God the Father. Now guys, tell me, if you say God the body, you are including animals, you are including nature, anything that has a body, water body, a forest is the body, you are including any body, the insects, they have a body. So when you say God the body, you are including all creation. When you say God the Father, you are excluding creations that do not have father, and you are excluding all creations that do not identify as male. Are you seeing the issue? Are you seeing the issue? So I will read it to you again. Instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by the phrase God the body, God the day, and God the great year. Hey, every question, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section and you're enjoying this particular episode, gift me. I will appreciate it. Instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by the phrase God the body, God the day, and God the great year. When you say God the body, you've included everyone. When you say God the day, you've included both day and night. When you say God the Son, you are only including 24 hours, 12 hours, sorry. When you say God the Son instead of God the day, you are excluding the moon. You are excluding the moon, meaning you are talking about 12 hours. You are only including 12 hours, and you are, hey, every day they are. Now today I have to ask, guys. Let me just ask. Every day, this is the 4th time I'm going live, and they're bringing me to verify I'm not a robot. Do I look like a robot when I'm live? You know, TikTok nowadays, they like to censor people sana. Like me, I'm walking with chains. I'm walking with chains on this particular planet, but it's okay. I will move. I will move still. These people every day, they tell me, verify you are not a robot. Verify you are not a robot. Verify you are not a robot. Anyway. Instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by God the phrase God the body, God the day, and God the great year. Now, what is the Holy Spirit? Guys, the Holy Spirit is the result that you get when you believe in the sun. The great year is the result that you get when you believe in the day. When you make sure that every day you're waking up, you're working, you're using every day to work towards yourself. You are using every day to make sure that your avatar is made. Then we will say that will accumulate to the great year. You cannot have your great year when you have a pathetic day every day. If you're somebody you wake up every day, pathetic day, pathetic day, pathetic day. Know that is what you're planting. You're planting pathetic day, pathetic day. By the time they're accumulating to get to the great year, you will have hell on earth. Now, I will again read this. Instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by the phrase God the body, God the day, and God the great year. These were the three major fundamental levels of motion that was responsible for creating the material world. Have you ever heard of something called the golden ratio? You know the colonizer, the albedo people, they like sophisticating everything. Something that should be very simple, they make it sophisticated so much that when they say it to Africans are like, hey, what is the golden ratio? A lot of Africans, they will never even stay to listen to the definition because already when you say the golden ratio, they already lost. But I'm telling you, don't be afraid as an African. Don't be afraid as an African when you listen, when you hear such huge terms. They mean tiny, minute things. And right now, I want to explain to you the golden ratio in your eyes like this. If you've never heard of it, the golden ratio is something that if you call yourself an artist, you must use. If you call yourself a teacher, you must use. If you call yourself an architect, you must use. You must use the golden ratio. Now, let me drink some water. Anyway, guys, if you have gifts, shower me. I know I forget to ask, and then you guys also forget to gift, but I will remember to ask. I'll always remember to ask. So, yeah, they call me robot. I don't know why. They all keep asking me. You see the way they ask you, verify you're not a robot when you're going to certain site or you want to do certain things. They keep sending me that here. This is the fourth time. Now, instead of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, ancient Ubuntu philosophy went by the phrase God the body, God the day, and God the great year. These were the three major fundamental levels of motion that was responsible for creating the material world. The golden ratio is what is responsible for creating the material world. And the golden ratio is God the body, God the day, and God the great year. Now how? John chapter 3 verse 16, John chapter 14 verse 6. John chapter 14 verse 6. And if anybody is in the comment section and I'm teaching and I'm mentioning the Bible and you want to talk, why are you mentioning the Bible when you're not a Christian? I am turning the Bible upside down. I don't use the Bible the same way you use it. The Bible to me is like any other book. It is like any other scholarly book that is subjective to scrutiny. It is like any other novel that I can read and scrutinize. So that is the reason why I use the Bible. So shut up. Whenever you hear me using the Bible, let me use any book. Me, I am a creation on this planet. Everything that is present on this planet belongs to my mother. Belongs to my mother Africa. I will use everything and anything that I want, whenever I want. Okay? So listen. John chapter 14 verse 6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No one gets to my Father except through me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. If you have gifts in the comment section, shower me. John chapter 14 verse 6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No one gets to my Father except through me. So what is the golden ratio? I want to show you. So, I want you to look at this. I don't even know if it looks big enough. But I want to make it look big enough. So when you read John chapter 14 verse 6, Is it chapter 14 verse 6 or chapter 6 verse 14? Chapter 14 verse 6. When you read John chapter 14 verse 6, I want you to look at this. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to my Father except through me. Now, that is the day talking. The day is the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to the best version of themselves without passing through the day. I hope this is visible. The day, this is the day. The day is a very simple. People who want to know the golden ratio. The golden ratio is carried by the rule 369. 369. You cannot get here to this complex version of circles without using this single circle. Now, John chapter 14 verse 6 says, I am the way. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to the great year without passing through the day. Nobody gets to the great year without passing through the day. Nobody gets to the great year without passing through the day. Even if you are an artist, you are a sculptor, you draw art, you will never get to the best version of your art without using this particular day. There's power in repetition. There's power in repetition. There's power in repetition. The golden ratio is just telling you there's power in repetition. Now, instead of the white man or the albedos, I will transfer it to albedo. Instead of the albedo, people just telling you that, oh, by the way, there's power in repetition. Now they come and tell you the golden ratio. So that you feel scared about even exploring it. Because now when they tell you the golden ratio, now you don't even know where should I put my head. Whenever you hear somebody saying the golden ratio, just know they are talking about power of repetition. They are talking about John chapter 14 verse 6. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to my Father except through me. That is the day telling you. The day is telling you that I am the way. The day is telling the body. When the body is born, like for example, when you are born as a child, you are an infant. What your mother should have told you was that the day, there's something on this planet called a day. Every day we wake up, we get 24 hours every day. So that 24 hours every day, it will tell you, I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to the best version of themselves. You should tell this to your child. The day is your way, your truth, and your light. You will never become a lawyer without passing through the day, without investing in the day, without learning yourself in the day. So when you hear the golden ratio, it is about the progress. Progress. Guys, right now Hollywood is giving you illusions. You see somebody wake up one day, their song has blown up. Tomorrow they have a private jet. Impossible. Illusion, unless you come from the Rockefeller types of wealth. Unless you come from the Rockefeller types of wealth. Unless you come from wealth that has been there since the Mansa Musa time. Since the Mansa Musa period. There is no way you can wake up today, your song is hitting everywhere, and then tomorrow you have a private. Impossible. The day is the way, the truth, and the light. The more energy you harvest in every day, that is the energy that you will use to become the best version of yourself. Nobody gets to the best version of themselves without investing carefully and intentionally in the day. Now, each day, how does your day, I'm answering the question, how does your day become your great year? Each day has 7 days. Mathematics. People who hated mathematics, you will never escape math in your life. The holy science is maths. Astrology is math. Numerology is mathematics. Life in itself involves mathematics. You have to calculate your time. You have to calculate how much you spend, how much energy you are spending where. These 24 hours we have, every day you must sit down with your 24 hours and say that, okay, these 24 hours, how much am I going to channel it to myself? And how much am I going to use to channel it to other people? Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give unto the outside environment what belongs to the outside environment. And give unto God what belongs to God. And give unto the inside environment what belongs to the inside environment. So mathematics is life. And literally, this type of mathematics is not difficult because it's practical. It is practical. Now, each week has 7 days. Each day of the week come with information that help you work on a specific area of your life. I love it. You know, our ancestors were very smart. The people who built this planet, they did not want you to feel lonely. They did not want you to feel confused. They did not want you to come here and feel like you don't know what to do. But guess what? You came here and a veil was placed in front of your eyes in the name of religion. Remove it and listen. How does your day become your great year? Each week has 7 days. Each day of the week come with information to help you work on a specific area of your body. For instance, Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week. Sunday is represented by the sun. That is the planet that controls Sunday. Sunday is controlled by the sun. And it is the day you use to see your desired self. Guys, you cannot see your face when the sun is not out. You cannot see your face when there is no light. Tell me anybody who is capable of seeing their face when there is no reflection of light. So Sunday, represented by the sun, is there to help you see yourself. Sunday is a mirror. Sunday is a mirror that you use to see yourself. It is the day that the sun is the most strong. It is the day that exalts the sun. The sun is safe on a Sunday. So this is the best day that you need to use to see yourself. Monday. People who are writing, write quickly, because me, I am moving at a speed of sound. Monday is represented by the moon. Monday is represented by the moon, and it is the day you use to feel your desired self. Remember what I'm saying. I did not say that Sunday is the day you use to see yourself. You are normal. No, there is a self you desire. Everybody. This is how you know you are moving north. Do you desire to look a certain way? Do you desire to be a certain way? Do you desire a certain profession? Do you desire to be a certain... What do you desire? Because Monday, you are supposed to use Mondays to see that self that you desire. In their glory, in their full glory, you should use Sundays to see yourself as that. Okay? Sunday, I mean. If I mismatch my words, use your common sense. Now, Monday is represented by the moon, and it is the day you use to feel your desired self. Feel. Guys, people with small breasts like mine, we come from environments where we could not feel much. Me, I will just tell you the truth. I don't have boobs because I restricted my feelings. And I remember restricting my feelings. And as a woman who have very big boobs, I know you remember when your feelings overflew. You can trace back yourself to adolescence and you will remember when your feelings overflew. Overflowing of feelings is a good thing, guys. Don't look at us with small boobs and think that we are this beauty standard. This is not the beauty standard. We live in a world where we are supposed to feel without shame. But then me, because of the environment that I grew up in, I was not able to feel without shame. So you know what? My breasts, they grew inwards. I feel inwards alone and I don't tell anybody. That is how I grew up. And then there are people who are contrast of me, people with very big boobs. These are people who they feel without shame. Easily. They will tell you they love you very fast, very easily. They don't have shame when it comes to feelings. And that is the goal. That is the beauty standard when it comes to nature. But guess what? Not all of us get to grow up in the same environment. Not all of us are dealt the same cards. So how we morph our bodies is also not same. Just accept yours. The same way I've accepted my small boobs. I keep talking to them to grow a little bit. And they do. But then at the end of the day, because they used to be smaller than this, but then at the end of the day, you know, you use the cards you're dealt in the best way possible. So Monday is the day to feel yourself. If you're somebody who, when you feel your desired self, like literally without shame, then Mondays should be your best days. Tuesday is represented by Mars. Mars is the planet of action. So Tuesday is the day you use to take action towards your desired self. Remember, on Sunday, you see your desired self. On Monday, you feel that desired self. After feeling is always action, my friend. Even during sexual intercourse, when before anything is created, feeling must come first. Have you ever seen people who create without feeling? Like literally somebody was given birth without any feeling. Before anything is created, feelings must come first. And then action. It is feelings that lead to action, my friend. There's no action that can be taken without any feelings. It is impossible. Even for women to go on the road and say, femicide, end, femicide, end, femicide. They felt it first. For anybody to start airing their grievances, they feel it first. So feelings, they always come before they precede action. Now, Tuesday is represented by Mars, and it is the day you use to take action towards your desired self. Wednesday is represented by Mercury, and it is the day you use to communicate with your desired self. After you take action, communication, now it's what comes next. You communicate with that desired self. And then Thursday is represented by Jupiter, and it is the day you use to expand into your desired self. I'll repeat. Sunday, see your desired self. Monday, feel your desired self. Tuesday, take action towards your desired self. Wednesday, communicate with your desired self. And then Thursday, expand into that desired self. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. That is the reason why any child that hits the age of 12, they are now like, oh no, I don't want to be identified with this family anymore. I was born into the family of thieves, and me, I am Virgin Mary. So I'm going to rebel. This thing they call adolescence. Adolescence, it comes at the age of 13. After you've expanded, like literally Jupiter comes after 12 years. Google it. Jupiter takes 12 years to go revolve. So by the time it is coming back, that is the reason why children have adolescence. Some people, they don't even know why do kids have adolescence at the age of 12, 13. It's because of Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and Jupiter means 12, that number, the 12 number. It is the number of expansion. All right? Now, after Jupiter, you've expanded into your desired self. Now, Friday is represented by Venus. Friday is represented by the lovely Venus. Friday is represented by the lovely Venus. And the lovely is ruled by the lovely Venus. And it is the day you used to love your present self. Present! Remember, I was talking on Sunday, you see your desired self. Monday, you feel your desired self. Tuesday, you take action towards your desired self. Thursday, you expand into your desired self. And then Friday, you love your present self. Every Friday, you look into the mirror and you say, even though, your hair doesn't look like I would have loved it to look in the next 20 years, but I love you today. Even though, my nyash is not looking the way I would love it to look in the next 20 years or the next 5 years, but I am loving it today. So Friday, you love your present self. That self that you have, you don't love your future self. It will get you into anxiety. If you use Friday to love only your desired self and not your present self, you will spiral into anxiety. Saturday is represented by Saturn, and it is the day you use to restrict over expansion of your present self. You must not over expand, my friend. You must not over expand, my friend. Even here on social media, when you come here, you're saying, I'll be creating content. I want to go. You cannot just go. You must have days where you restrict over expansion. A good dancer knows when to leave the stage. You reach a certain point and you're like, okay. There are people who, like for example, even you see people even in the world. There are people who have issues with restricting over expansion. They will come and then they will tell you that, hey, please help me with 500. You know, and instead of them restricting expansion, like literally that I'm going to give you 500, yes, take it. They will expand like, no, you know, just make it 2,000. Oh no, just make it 5,000. Oh no, just make it, you know, just because they see that there's more, there's a lot coming now, they want to never restrict over expansion. Too much is poisonous, too much of anything. Even me teaching here, if I am to teach you, post content, teach you, without me restricting over expansion, I will be a dancer that did not know when to leave the stage. And you know what is terrible? Have you ever seen a dancer who doesn't know when to leave the stage? Have you ever seen a comedian who doesn't know when to leave the stage? You start really good. People are like, yeah. And then you go until people are like, my friend, get out now. A good dancer must always know when to leave the stage. Always, in whatever you do, whether you are the CEO, whether you are the individual who you supply eggs to people, always restrict over expansion, even if there is demand. Even if there is demand, always have the discipline to restrict over expansion, my friend. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it whole. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it whole. Now, retrogrades are, as somebody asked me in the beginning of this live to talk about retrogrades. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, don't forget to gift me. Teachers who are math never wanted to leave the class. Yes! And you get bored. The audience get bored. The audience starts getting frustrated. The audience, so always know when to leave. Always know when to restrict over expansion. Brothers, thank you so much. Brittany, thank you for the roses. Wangui, I see you. Waugi, I see you. Thank you so much, Wangui. I appreciate it. Guys, I appreciate you. Oh, Matrix, thank you. I want to talk about the retrogrades after this tiny break. Let me drink some water. As you guys gift me. Trilisha, thank you so much. Peace Kush, thank you. Peace Kuch, thank you so much. Matrix, thank you. Sunshine, Yetunde, Nola, the Most High. The Most High is my friend here on TikTok, I think. Thank you so much. I am happy to see you. Thank you, guys. We continue. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. You always hear people talking about Mercury retrograde. That is what rules Wednesday. And that is not the only planet that goes retrograde, by the way. Every planet goes retrograde. So I'm going to teach you what happens. Retrogrades are exams. Guys, Earth is a school. Earth is a school that you come to learn. What do you come to learn? You come to learn that you come to learn how to see yourself on Monday. You come to learn how to feel yourself on Tuesday. You come to learn how to you come to learn how to see yourself on Monday. You come to learn how to feel yourself you come to learn how to see yourself on Sunday. You come to learn how to feel yourself on Monday. You come to learn how to take action towards your desired self on Tuesday. You come to learn how to communicate with yourself on Wednesdays. You come here to learn. Those are the major classes. Those are the major syllabus. You come to learn how to expand on Thursdays. You come to learn how to love yourself on Fridays. And then you come to learn how to restrict expansion on Saturdays. Now guess what? These are the main syllabuses here. Some of you think you come here to learn how to become... Let me not. But anyway, you come here to learn very specific things. Now, retrogrades are the examination periods. Now, you see the beautiful thing about astrology is whether you are aware of it or not, it is happening. Whether you are aware of it or not, it is affecting you. Friday is Venus, my friend. Friday is Venus. Retrogrades are examinations by the body that test your level of advancement per planet. When you hear Mercury has gone retrograde, When you hear Mars has gone retrograde, you know, the planets that go retrograde. When Mars is the planet of taking action. When you hear Mars has gone retrograde, then know that is the period where your body is asking you, have you been taking action towards your desired self? Do you know how to take action towards your desired self? When you hear Mercury, right now Mercury is retrograde, and we are in an examination room, and the main question being answered is, are you good at communicating with your desired self? All the other Wednesday that I've given you up to this point, that I've given you for you to use in order for you to communicate with your desired self, have you been using it? Can you listen to your body? Or you are this type of a person who your body tells you that person is not good for you. That person is not good for you. And you break up. You know, you listen to your body. Your body will push you. Your body will even push you to an accident if you don't listen. Now your body tells you that person is not good for you. So you break up. But then come Mercury retrograde, your body tests you. Your body wants to see, is she listening? Is she listening? You know, and then the guy texts, or the partner, or whoever it is. They send you a message. And then now there, your body is asking, are you going to reply? And when you respond, during a Mercury retrograde, when you respond to something you are not supposed to respond to, that's a whole cycle, my friend. You know, there are some times when it is not retrograde where you can respond and still you have time to take yourself out. During Mercury retrograde, you respond and you're back into the loop. Back into the loop. Back into the cycle. You're repeating. But then if you listen to your body and that person texts and you don't respond, you don't entertain, you quantum jump. You move forward. Your forward movement is activated. You are on, you are done with that class. You're moving on to the next class. But then when there's Mercury retrograde and your ex texts you and you reply, and you know very well within yourself that they are not good for you, there's nothing there. But then you respond and you're like, oh, let's have this back again. You guys will have it back again. It will end up the same. It will end up in tears, the same way it ended up in tears in the first time. Now, during retrograde, you should not just restrict your communication, because retrograde can come south or north. Retrograde can also come in a way that there is communication that you need to make. You need to make that communication. Your forward progress depends on you making that particular communication. And your body is just there. Is she going to make the communication? Is she going to make the communication, or she's going to again keep quiet and then we do this again? So always know. Always know. The moment you know what each and every planet represents in the day, Venus, when you hear Venus is retrograde, that is Venus asking you, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? How to know the difference? The difference between what, my dear? Between what, my dear? When you hear Saturn retrograde, can you restrict over expansion? Can you restrict over expansion, my friend? Or you are somebody who you will be offered $1 million deal for you to sell drugs to your village and you will take the deal? Always know when to restrict over expansion, because the universe will test you. It will even bring you contracts that are with money that you cannot reject. Kumbe, it is your expansion that is being tested. So always trust, listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Do all habits and routines involved? Yo, is that a complete statement, Jojo? Jojo? Is that a complete statement, my love? Is it? Is it? Up to this particular point, are we comprehending what the Holy Science is, guys? I just need 5 people to tell me, yes, we are comprehending it. I'll move on. Are we together? Or am I talking to myself and teaching myself? Yes, I love it when my students get it too. I love it when my students get it. Oh, this is what you need to get. You don't need to ask Beyonce that, what is your morning routine? What do you do so that I can copy? You don't need to ask anybody. Your marking scheme, you're wearing a marking scheme. You're wearing a marking scheme. Stop walking on YouTube asking billionaires, what is a billionaire lifestyle? Ha, my friend. Some people, I know you want the best for yourself, but you're looking in the wrong places. You're looking in the wrong places. Some people, they go on YouTube, they ask, what is the morning routine of Elon Musk? Nobody has a morning routine. I will tell you that for free. Nobody does everything every day. Because each and every day comes with a different planet. Each and every day comes with a different atmosphere. Each and every day comes with a different weather. So it's upon you as an individual to set your time correctly. There are no people who are moving the same here like you are in military. Like you are attention. Okay, we are together. By the way, when we wake up every day in the morning, we do skincare, you routine. Nonsense. Your morning routine should always be you wake up every day in the morning and you ask your day, what are we doing today? You ask your body, of which you should have figured it out last night. Last night is when you should ask your body, okay, we are getting into a new atmosphere. What are we feeling like doing tomorrow? If you're not living like that, get out. Let nobody lie to you that, oh, by the way, we have a morning routine. That is content. People just want to create content. And woe unto people who think everything in social media is real. Because somebody is just creating content. They don't do that at all. They don't do that at all. They're just putting on a show for you. That, I wake up every day in the morning and the first thing I do is vitamin what? And then you find somebody naive somewhere who's very innocent, taking notes and saying, okay, when I wake up in the morning, they take vitamin, okay, I'll take vitamin. You will be given a formula that will make you jump out of your skin. Listen to your body, my friend, and stop envying people. Nobody has it figured out. We are all students on this particular planet moving together. The sooner you see that nobody is in your lane, nobody is ahead of you, nobody is behind you. Everyone is learning as you are. It is the cards that we are dealt that are different. Somebody has a card over there of sickness, trying to recover from a disease. Someone else has a card of old age. They hate the way they are old. They have all the money in the world, but they want to look young. Some people have a card of poverty. They have so much brilliant idea, but they don't know how to execute it because they don't have the finances for it. Everybody is dealt different cards, and everybody has an advantage over another. Even if right now I'm to stand with Elon Musk over here like this. He has his advantages and I have my own. My friend, that's how you should see life. Nobody is ahead of you, nobody is behind you, and nobody is on your lane. Here we are together moving parallel. As long as somebody's in your timeline, never bow to them. If they were so ahead of you, they would have existed before you. And if they were so ahead of you, they would have existed in future. But as long as you exist with people in the same timeline, even me, just look at me as somebody. I'm also in my own lane, figuring my own shit out. The same way you are in your lane, figuring your own shit out. It's just that my cards are different. The equation that I'm solving is different from the equation that you're solving. But everyone is solving equation. Everyone has an equation they are solving, but some people want it to look like they don't have an equation. You cannot be on Earth. Earth is a school. Earth is a school. Earth is a school. You cannot be on Earth if you don't have an equation you're solving. If somebody tells you they don't have an equation they're solving, it's like they're in an exam room and they don't have a paper in front of them. Impossible, my friend. Impossible. And the more you solve, the more you solve your own question, the more you find the answers to your own equation, you are finding the answers to the entire planet. That is the only obligation you owe the entire planet. Some people, you think you need 1 million followers. You think you need $1 million. You think you need so much in order for you to make an impact. No, my friend. That impact that you think you're going to make at the hugest long term is going to take time. You're going to walk there. Yes, you will make that impact, but you're going to walk there alone. Life is a DIY project. Everyone has their own question they are solving. So sit with your equation. Don't even look at it. Oh, Swiri, Nyar, Kano is solving which equation over there? Which equation is Swiri Nyar Kano solving? Don't even look at somebody else's equation. Sit with your equation and solve your equation and see the universe. That is the employment the universe has for everyone. The moment you solve your equation, you get a salary. You solve your equation, you get a salary. People who live spiritual lives, you know this. I don't need to explain it to you. Every time you solve your equation, you get a salary. Every time even if you're somebody who your equation is disease, you have all the money in the world, but you have a disease that is walking you in reverse. The moment you solve it, there is a salary for you, which is ease, relief. There are people who, on this planet, there are people who all they want is just to be relieved. Yeah. To feel at ease. Some people, they just want their central nervous system to at least stop paining. Some people, they just want their head to stop paining. But it is paining every day as you solve your equation. And the more you solve your equation, the less the pain. The more you solve your equation, the less the pain. The less you solve your equation, the more the pain. The less you solve your equation, the more the pain. And it goes back to even poverty. The more you solve your equation, the more money comes. The more you solve your equation, the more money comes and you elevate. The more you solve your equation, the more money comes and you elevate. And it is gradual. It is a gradual process that you move bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Get away from Hollywood. Get away from Hollywood that make you think that overnight is possible. My friend, overnight, this lottery that people win, some of them come as a curse. Never wish for anything overnight. Never wish for anything overnight. And even before I continue, I want to tell you the reason why you should never wish for anything overnight, according to my personal experience. Growing up, I wanted to be a fashion designer so bad. I manifested it. Literally, I manifested it premature. I met a sponsor who was willing to open a boutique for me. Was willing to put 800K on the line there and then for us to start making clothes and selling. But guess what? I did not even know how to stitch. I did not even know how to put a fabric, and I did not even know how to create a seam. I did not even know how to make a pattern. Do you know I had to reject the offer? Do you know I had to reject the offer? I manifested. I had to reject the offer because I was not ready. My friend, the man wanted to put the money there and say, let's do this. But guess what? I think I was 18, 19. I hadn't even learned. I was still doing microbiology in university. I hadn't even learned how to sew. So the whole time he was like, because me, I told him, oh, I want to be a fashion designer. And he was like, okay, we can start. You can start by producing. But confidence. As long as you don't know how to do it, you will never have the confidence for it. And one thing I tell you, something with like fashion. Somebody might come here and say, oh, you should have used other people. My friend, get it out of your head. If you want to be a fashion designer, you have to do everything yourself. Life is a DIY project. You will think that, oh, I will use other people. I will take designs. They will disappoint you as fuck. You will be disappointed as fuck because in this life, for anything to be birthed, there must be alignment in the psyche. You will be this particular person who you have your own design. You want it how it looks. And because you don't know how to bring it to life, you give it to a tailor. They will butcher you. They will butcher you. Life is a DIY project, guys. Learn how to do things by yourself. Hollywood is lying to you, making you think that there's something like teamwork. Teamwork only comes at the top. Collaboration is at the top. Collaboration is at the top. At the bottom, each and every element, you must fight to get yourself to the top. It is DIY. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to put their money on mediocrity. Nobody wants to put their money on trial and error. Sharpen yourself first, my friend. Sharpen yourself first. Some of you want to be a fashion designer, but all you're doing is manifesting somebody else. That was me. Manifesting someone to come help me. Manifesting someone to come help me. My friend, if you do not hold it, birth it from yourself. That is what brings confidence. Confidence comes from balance. It even makes you present your work in a way that, yeah, voila, this is my work. I'm presenting it. I love it. So guys, learn from that. Life is a DIY project. If you want to become a sculptor, learn how to sculpt by yourself. Don't use Hollywood shortcuts of, oh, you can use this person, you can use. You cannot. You will have weak links there. It is not easy to come together. There's a lot of politics in togetherness. There's a lot of weak links in togetherness. There's a lot of, do things by yourself and be ready to take the time it takes. Don't be somebody who you hurry. Hurry has no blessings. Hurry has no blessings. Take the tortoise is pregnancy in nature. Just the same way the frog is a mouth in nature. The tortoise is pregnancy in nature. It shows you the gradual movement of creation. If you cannot move like a tortoise in the process of manifestation and the process of creation, get out. You will not succeed. Now, there's an experiment on how to accumulate the day into your desired year throughout the body. Through the body, I mean. An experiment on how to accumulate the day into your desired year through the body. Now, 7 days from 1 week. I've already talked to you about the week. Somebody is asking what happened to Ubuntu. I am because you are. As within, so without. When you are alone, you are all. And all is alone. When you are alone, you are all. So guys, you must align your own solar system first. Before you even start looking for twin flames, soulmate or whatever. You cannot have a soulmate if your own solar system is not aligned. So some people, they look for teamwork because they know they're a weakling. And literally, because there was a point where I did not know how to sew. I will tell you this for free. People who are in a hurry, who don't want to take the time to do the work, they are looking for it because they are going to be the weak link in that circle. Literally, people who form the best circles, they don't even look for each other. It is the universe that divinely orchestrates that, oh, by the way, it will happen naturally. You will not even need to look. Oh, please accept me into your team. Please accept me into your team. Do the work that you need to do on a personal level, and then the universe will do the rest when it comes to conspiring in your favor. If you don't know your own solar system, you're going out to look for a soulmate. From where? A solar mate, Aje. How will you find a soulmate, a solar system mate, if you don't even know your own solar system? You don't even know how your Mondays are. You don't even know how your Tuesdays are. You are not whole. How can you find another solar system? How can you find a twin flame if you don't even have a flame? My friends, get serious. Now, as I already said, 7 days form 1 week. 4 weeks accumulate to create 1 month. This is the mathematics that you must put in your psyche. I don't know how much you got into in math in high school. I don't know how much you hated mathematics, but this is mathematics that you must get into your psyche if you want to have a good time on this planet. 7 days form 1 week. 4 weeks accumulate. 4 weeks accumulate to create 1 month. Each month of the year then comes with an atmosphere that helps you work on a specific part of your body at a time, so that by the end of 1 year, your full body graduates. Listen to this. This is the mathematics of Ubuntu. 7 days form 1 week. 4 weeks accumulate to form 1 month. Each month of the year then comes with an atmosphere that helps you work on a specific part of your body at a time, so that by the end of the year, your full body graduates. Guys, it is not a coincidence that we have 12 hours a day, 12 hours a night, 12 months a year. It is not. It isn't. The number is supposed to be 13, but the 13th is space. It is ether. Okay, it is the space that nobody can see. So literally that is always there. Now when we're talking about the 12, guys, each and every day you wake up, it's like you are going to a river to fetch water. Every 12 hours, I will talk about the 12 hours because the other 12 hours you sleep. Every 12 hours you are awake, you are fetching water. Let me call it water of life. You wake up every day, you get 12 hours to fetch water of life. You are pouring it where? Into yourself. Every single day you fetch water and pour it to yourself. And imagine you have the free will to decide how much water you want to pour into yourself. Out of these 12 hours, do you want to use 2 hours to pour water into yourself? Do you want to use 3 hours to pour water into yourself? Do you want to use 9 hours to pour water into yourself? Do you want to use 12 hours to pour water into yourself? Now, no. It is of your choosing. This is why some people are called the chosen ones. Somebody who uses 12 hours every day, all of it, to pour water into themselves, you cannot compare that person, the gifts that person will accumulate, you cannot compare it to somebody who only uses 1 hour a day to pour into themselves. Human beings are not the same. Just the same way you see these hands. If this hand is using 2 hours a day to pour into themselves, and then there's this hand who is, I'm shouting because I'm preaching here. Please, somebody who is asking me, why are you shouting? Reduce your volume or take your buttocks to your mother. Now, I'm saying, this one, this is the pinkiest, the little. It uses 3 hours a day to pour into themselves. And then we have this large one, or this one, that uses all the 12 hours to pour into themselves. You cannot compare this one and this one. So people, if you want to compete, guys, if you want to compete with people, you don't have to compete by looking at Swiri, Nyar, Kano. Oh, what is she wearing today? I'm going to wear that. Oh, what did she do? Oh, did she buy herself a car? I want to buy. That is not how you compete. If you want to compete on this particular planet, turn your eyes to the day and say, okay, if I want to become the best human being on the planet, I'm going to use all the 12 hours to pour into myself. That's how you compete. Because somebody who uses all the 12 hours to pour into themselves can never compete with somebody who uses only 1 hour a day to pour into themselves. The one who uses 1 hour a day to pour into themselves is going to be a weakling, a riffraff, an uncouth bottom of the barrel person. While the person who is using 12 hours to pour into themselves is going to be the top, the creme de la creme, the authority. The ones who get to say, the ones who make the rules, the ones who control the collective consciousness. So if you want to compete with people, stop stalking people. If you want to compete with people, stop copy-pasting people. If you want to compete with people, turn to your day. You have 24 hours a day. How many are you going to use towards yourself? And the results will show. The results will manifest in your physical vessel. The results will manifest in the way you dress. The results will manifest in the way you keep your house. The results will manifest in the places that you go. The results will manifest in the type of people that you meet, that you align yourself with. So when you want to compete with people, put jealousy away. Jealousy is poison. Jealousy is a very uncouth, cheap poison that you take. Just remove yourself from people and channel your day. Be intentional about your day. If you want to be an excellent human being on this particular planet, the one who say, if you want to be among the human beings who, what you say is what goes, then use your day properly. Out of 24 hours a day, make sure that 19 is going to yourself. Out of 24 hours a day, make sure that 23, all the attention of the 23 hours to yourself. Only 1 hour for Caesar. Because also, give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Learn how to restrict over expansion. Learn how to, go for a walk. Learn how to, you cannot just, learn how to interact also with the people outside. And interacting with the people outside, you don't have to go with the hierarchy. You can just go for a walk and make sure that you greet everyone you meet. Because every time you're walking, you're passing people. Those are planets passing by planets. Those are planets passing by planets. And you don't know, when a planet passes next to another planet, do you know what it causes? Do you know what it causes? When two celestial bodies pass each other. Sometimes you don't even need to talk to people. You will just pass by somebody and you will change their lives forever. And that is what Caesar belongs to Caesar. Because Also, when they say give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar, you must allow the universe to utilize you to help others. You must allow the universe to utilize you to inspire others. You must allow the universe to utilize you to be karma in other people's lives. You must allow the universe to also utilize, give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. But then make sure that what you're giving unto God is the most. Give unto God the most. Give unto God the most. And people who are working 9 to 5 and you hate it. There are people who work 9 to 5 and they adore it. Those ones continue. People, you are working 9 to 5 and you hate it. Start practicing giving unto God the most. Any chance you get, sleep in that work. Any chance you get, go do something that is inspirational to you. Any chance you get, call in sick. Any chance you get, do that, my friend. I know the society will always tell you, be obedient to your boss. Don't call sick to my where. You have to use your common sense. At the end of the day, if you are in a place where you're working and somebody is the one controlling your solar system, your solar system does not belong to you. Start actively moving towards a place where your solar system belongs to you. Any chance you get at work, sleep. Any chance you get at work, dodge. Make sure that you're doing the least. When somebody is in charge of your solar system, do the least. Any chance you get, go for a walk. Any chance you get, give unto God the most. Give unto God the most. And don't even feel embarrassed. There are some people who will come, the monitoring spirits and the monkeys, they will come and tell you, oh, you are so lazy. Hey, if you're being lazy for God, be lazy for God now. You come from an ancestry of people who used to work 24 hours in the cotton field. You need rest. There's some ancestors who they just want to rest. If you're not working for yourself, my friend, don't be so motivated. Even if you love your 9 to 5, start thinking of how you're going to create your own. Start thinking of a way you're going to move out of there. Start thinking of a way in which your solar system is going to belong to you. Don't explain yourself. People will look at you and say, oh, they're always coming to work late. I will tell you with my own experience, my friend. And I've been always living like this. It's not like I'm telling you to mislead you. When I was in high school, guys, I never set foot at dawn, my friend. And I was still the best student in my high school. I was still the top student in my high school. And I never used to go for dawn. And I never even used to feel guilty about it. I just didn't want to wake up in the morning. Because I knew that even if I go for that dawn, I will sleep. Like, my mind was not functioning that early. Don't be early to slavery. Don't be early to prison. Don't be early to... Literally, when you start working for yourself, you will be waking up at 3. And your body will be like, yes, let's do this, girl. But if somebody else is the one in charge of your solar system, you'll be waking up at 3. And your body is like, the fuck? Where are you planning to go right now? Be your body's best friend. Don't be somebody who you are doing things that your body doesn't want to do just because you want to fit in with a compact majority. I never went for any dawn, and come closing day, I was always top student. And that my results used to encourage me even more not to go for dawn. A prefect would tell you, oh, you're going to fail, my friend, as I am the one in charge of the mathematics of my life. I am the one in charge of mathematics of my life. I organize myself. Do it, and you will never regret it. Now, let's continue. So I said, 7 days form 1 week. 4 weeks accumulate to create 1 month. Each month of the year then comes with an atmosphere that helps you work on a specific part of your body at a time, so that by the end of 1 year, you are full body graduates. Guys, a year has 12 months. I want you to listen to it now. We are working with the Gregorian calendar. I don't want to take you to the Ethiopian calendar or whatever. Let's start with the Gregorian calendar because we have to move gradually. Now, each and every year in the Gregorian calendar has 12 months. Each and every day in the Gregorian calendar has 12 hours. Hour 1, you used to work on your Achilles heel. Hour 2, you used to work on your feet. Hour 3, you used to work on your head. Hour 4, you used to work on your throat. Hour 5, you used to work on your arms. Hour 6, you used to work on your chest. Hour 7, you used to work on your heart. Hour 8, you used to work on your stomach. Hour 9, you used to work on your pelvic area. Hour 10, you used to work on your reproductive organs. Hour 11, you used to work on your thighs. Hour 12, you used to work on your knees. Now, every month is also the same. Have you ever wondered why people look different monthly? People don't look the same. You know, these are the things we should be paying attention to, but our governments has put us in a way that we are paying attention to the Game of Thrones. I don't know what movie people are currently watching, because I don't watch movies. We are paying attention to things that don't matter, when you're supposed to be paying attention to the way the month is moving. Because in January, people look a certain way. In January, people who know themselves look more attractive. In February, people who believe in themselves look more attractive. In March, people who are authentically themselves look more attractive. April, people who literally support themselves, are very supportive of themselves. So people look attractive or less attractive according to their stronghold in every month. And I'm going to tell you now how this goes. January's main theme is knowledge of self. In January, you are supposed to be using the January atmosphere to know yourself. When you use the January atmosphere to know yourself, like literally every Sunday you see the self that you know. You see the self that you desire to know. Every Monday you feel the self that you desire to know. Every Tuesday you take action towards the self that you desire to know. Every Wednesday, this is January, every Wednesday you communicate with the self that you desire to know. Every Thursday you expand into the self that you desire to know. Every Friday you love the self that you desire to know. And every Saturday you restrict action towards the self that you desire to know. When you do this every week for 4 weeks in January, your Achilles heel will be beautiful. You will have an Achilles heel that you like. And guys, when I say an Achilles heel that you like, I like an Achilles heel a certain way. You might like it a certain way. Trust what you like. And what you like doesn't have to look like what I like. Some people, they love their feet looking a certain way. Trust that. Don't look at the feet now of celebrities and start thinking that, oh my God, I think Nicki Minaj's feet are the ones that people like. So I will want to manifest my feet to look like Nicki. Where? The marking scheme is inside of you. Don't look at the marking scheme outside. You will end up manifesting Nicki Minaj's feet, and you realize they are small as fuck, and you realize that, oh, you are an entity that needed a lot of self-belief and a lot of self-knowledge for you to thrive. And then you end up manifesting feet that will not even allow you to jump from here to there. Trust yourself. Start respecting yourself. Especially Africans, we need to start respecting ourselves. Because a lot of people, you manifest other people because you disrespect yourself. February's main theme is belief of self. February's main theme is believing in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, in February, when you spend that time believing in yourself properly, you will have the best feet. The best feet in the world. If you want the best feet, use February to believe in yourself. I'll continue. March main theme is authenticity to self. Being yourself. March tells you, are you yourself? Be yourself. And when you become yourself in March and you spend the entire March being yourself, your head is going to look very beautiful. You'll have a very beautiful mouth, eyes, nose, head, hair, eyebrows, whatever. That's how you work. In March is when we work on our head. In April, we work on our neck. Your neck is your self-support system. The main theme of April is support and grounding of self. Now, guys, if you have a neck that you hate, or if you have a neck that is very narrow, or if you have a neck that has issues, that is the universe just telling you, you are not supportive of yourself. There's a way in which your self-support is sabotaged. There's a way in which you cannot support yourself. But if you have a neck that is gorgeous to you, when you look at it in the mirror, then that is the universe telling you that you are supporting yourself nicely. Your ancestors are telling you you are doing a good job at supporting yourself. Now, after April, we have May. May's main theme is thinking of and for self. Thinking of and for self. You must think of and for yourself. When you do this in May properly, it will result in you having very beautiful arms. Your arms will be very beautiful to you. Guys, when I say beautiful, know that you are the beauty standard of your ancestors. So to you, it might look ugly or uncouth or crooked to me, but as long as you like it, like me, as long as I like what my body looks like, I like things about myself, anybody else saying anything negative about it, no receptor. Zero receptor. It will not affect you. So you must know who. You don't do these things to please your ex. You don't do these things to please people. You do these things for yourself, to please yourself. Now, June's main theme is feeling yourself. In June, you must use June to feel yourself. When you use June to feel yourself properly, you're going to have a very beautiful chest area. You will have a very beautiful chest area that you like. Somebody else has a chest that they like. Like, literally different ancestors have different beauty standards. And you are on this planet to just show us the beauty standard of your ancestors. So you are the one to like it. If you like it, everyone, your soul tribe will like it. I will not lie to you that everyone will like you. It is impossible in a world where we have north, south, east, and west for everyone to like you. But at least your soul tribe will. At least when you like yourself, your soul tribe will like you. People who are moving in the same direction as you. Now, July's main theme is the love of self. When you love yourself in July, people who have heart issues. When you love yourself in July, you are working on your heart. On July, we work on our hearts. Okay? So, when you love yourself in July, you end up having a beautiful heart. August is the stomach. The main theme of August is analysis of self. You analyze yourself through your stomach. So, on August, if you live nicely by analyzing yourself properly, you will have a beautiful stomach. September, the main theme of September is balance of self. You balance yourself. In September is when you grow ass. If you want a big ass, wait until September. Don't start torturing yourself. Also, guys, work with astrology. Some people, you want a big ass and you're already torturing yourself in January. My friend, relax, nah. Relax. Wait for a time when the planets are aligned for it to be easy. Be somebody who you can wait. So if you want a big ass, if you want nyash, September is your time. Hit it. It will grow, nah. September is balance of self. Balance of self is what leads to confidence. Some people always ask, how come women with big nyash are just like they draw attention everywhere? Because beauty is confidence. Beauty is confidence, my friend. Nobody cares what your face looks like, your authenticity. Beauty is confidence, because confidence is what creates. Without confidence, you can be beautiful as Aphrodite, but you will not do anything if you don't have any confidence. So in this world that we live in, nobody gives a fuck about your authenticity. People care more about your ability to create. And that is why women with us will always get attention everywhere they go. You will never be able to turn that upside down. It is not possible. Because the human psyche knows that confidence is attractive. And what is the physical representation of confidence in nature? If you look at the jungle, it is the lion. If you look at the human body, it is the ass. So that is what it is, my friend. If you don't have ass, also it's okay now. It's okay now. Maybe you can work towards growing it. Or just accept your situation the way it is. October's main theme is desire of self. And this desire of self is represented October, we work on our private parts. In October, we work on our private parts. So if you want your vagina to look inviting to the people who are supposed to mate with you, October is your time to focus. Because when you desire yourself, your private parts become more pheromone. When you desire yourself, your private parts become more attractive. People want your private parts. When you desire yourself, because you remember you're God. Every human being is God representing it. It is God experiencing itself in human form. So if you are able to desire yourself and you're God, other gods will desire you. That's what it is. Other gods who desire themselves and who don't, all of them will want to see your private part. Now, November's main theme is the vision of self. In November, we use November to see ourselves, to visualize ourselves. In November is when you're supposed to blossom into your desired self. Because in November is when you're supposed to see the self that you desire, like it's supposed to be manifested physically. So in November, we work on our thighs, okay? When you're somebody who you see yourself, there are people who can't see themselves. You don't even know what you look like. You don't even know what people see when they look at you because you don't pay attention. You are not intentional. You don't introspect. But if you're somebody who you introspect, you already know, you can visualize yourself. If you're somebody who you can visualize yourself, you'll have very beautiful thighs. If you see someone has beautiful thighs, just know that you don't need to tell them they're great. They know. Whenever you see somebody who has beautiful thighs, know that they know they are the shit. Now, December, which is the last one, is the main theme of December is usage of self. You have to use yourself. Like literally for me, I'm a fashion designer. I teach. Right now, I'm using myself. I come here, I teach you guys. This is me using myself. Okay? So you have to use yourself also. Some people, they have anxiety so much they can never even do anything. And using yourself doesn't mean also that you have to have an audience or whatever. Just use yourself. Use yourself. Create something. Create something. Create something. Okay? Create something. So in December, when we utilize ourselves, we're working on our knees. People who have issues with their knees are people who are misusing themselves. December is when you work on your knees, and then that knee will be strong and it will look beautiful. Now, there's something I want you to note. December, what follows December is January. So December is the period to use yourself. And then January is the period to know yourself. You cannot use what you don't know. No, you cannot know what you don't use. I'm sorry about that. You cannot know what you don't use. Guys, for example, in order for me to know that this is a beauty blender, that I used to do this, I have to use it. Like it's usage. For you to know yourself in January, you have to use yourself in December. For me to know that this is for this, you have to use it. Like everything is created, you know it from its usage. You know it from its usage. You know it from its usage. So even your body, you know your body from using it, my friend. Even your body, you only know who you are from utilizing yourself. Practice makes perfect. Now imagine if in December, you don't use yourself. You've vomited the whole year. You have vomited the whole year. If in December you don't use yourself, if in December you misuse yourself, you will not know yourself in January. You will not believe yourself in February. You will not be authentic to yourself in March. You will not support yourself in April. You will not think for yourself in May and all until the end of the year. So also know the rituals that are there to make you misuse yourself. If in December you're somebody who you misuse yourself, know that in January you will not know yourself. It is intertwined. Time is not linear, it is cyclic. December leads to January. January leads to February. February leads to March. Meaning, using yourself leads to you knowing yourself. And it is you knowing yourself that leads to you believing in yourself. It is you believing in yourself that leads to you being yourself. And it is you being yourself that leads to you supporting yourself. And it is you supporting yourself that leads to you thinking for yourself. And it is you thinking for yourself that leads to you feeling yourself. And it is you feeling yourself that leads to you loving yourself. And it is you loving yourself that leads to you analyzing yourself. People who don't love themselves, they misunderstand themselves. Okay, people who don't utilize themselves, they don't know themselves. People who don't know themselves, they don't believe in themselves. People who don't believe in themselves, they can't be themselves. People who can't be themselves, they cannot support themselves. So you see how it is connected? People who don't support themselves, they can't think for themselves. People who can't think for themselves, they can't feel themselves. People who can't feel themselves, they can't love themselves. People who can't love themselves can't analyze themselves. People who cannot analyze themselves cannot balance themselves. People who cannot balance themselves cannot desire themselves. People who cannot desire themselves cannot see themselves. And people who cannot see themselves cannot use themselves. It is cyclic. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. So I hope that is making sense. Let me take a little bit of a break. If you have gifts in the comment section, it's your time. It's your time. Somebody has asked a question here. Does working on the respective body parts, e.g. Me hata sielewi hiyo swali. Boy, thank you guys. Oh, Brittany, thank you. Diana, thank you. Miss Kama, thank you. Mother Earth, thank you. IC, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Swiri grand teacher. I hope we guys were together. Wanjiku, thank you. Sunshine, thank you. Guys, are we together? People who don't have gifts, you can tap on the screen. Let's reach to 300K. What is the throat again? Can't remember. Support. You know your neck is your support system. That is why when you speak, your neck is where your speech comes from. Your neck is your throat chakra. Your neck is your support. The best way to support yourself is to speak for yourself. So that's why your neck is the most. It is all connected, guys. B, thank you so much. Steve, thank you. Pretty Brown, thank you. Wanjiku, asante. May is thinking for yourself, guys. Thinking for yourself. Queen, thank you. 711 Sunshine. Thank you guys. Let's get to 300K as well. You deserve a lion and big. We are getting there, my friend. Remember, I'm not dead now. As long as I'm not dead, we are moving. And we will get to the places where we need to get. Everything that I deserve, I will get. Everything that I deserve, I'm already getting and I will get. So let's continue. Alicia, thank you so much. What is February? February is your feet. Pisces, believing in yourself. February is believing in yourself, and then March is Aries, being yourself. Which part of the body is January and February? January is Achilles heel. February is feet. April is support. Your neck is April. April is support. June is feeling, July is loving. June is feeling, July is loving. December is using yourself. Swiri nywele zako umeweka rangi gani? Ginger, I think it's called ginger. Thursday is Jupiter day. The day to expand into your desired self. Thank you so much. What is the 13th month? Ether, space. The 13th month is the space. 0. You know, when you start counting months, we don't really start with January. We start with 0. Every number in numerology, in astrology, you don't start counting from 1. You start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's always that 0. That 0 is the space. That 0 is the divine mother. That 0 is the one that gives birth to everything. So that is the 13. But let's not talk about it so deeply right now, because right now I want you to comprehend the basics. The basics according to the Gregorian calendar. Comprehend the basics. We will get with the complex as we go. How do you work with the days for each month? For example, guys, October is a month for you to desire yourself in order for your reproductive organs to be up to par. or up to your own standard. So October has 4 different weeks. Okay, week 1 you have Monday. You have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So October Sunday, you use it to see that self that you desire. October Tuesday, you use it to take action. October Monday, you use it to feel. October Tuesday, you use it to take action. October Wednesday. So you do that 4 times. There's power in repetition. That is what we call the golden ratio. Golden ratio is once you do it in 1 week, the next 3 weeks, you repeat the same. And then after those weeks are done, that month is done. Then the next month, you do it for 1 week. Then the next week, repeat. And guys, this is not something you will need to remember for the rest of your life. The beauty of nature and Ubuntu is that you only need to do it thrice. And then your body will be like, stop it. Now I can do it on my own. It will now become like a dance choreography that it's carrying out itself. Like literally, you see the way when you're dancing a choreography that you've mastered, it will just come by itself. It will just come by itself. So the most difficult one is starting. But once you start, your body knows this particular rhythm. Your body knows this particular rhythm intrinsically. Yes, autopilot. Now it will just come by itself. So don't think, some people you might give up saying that, hey, that's a lot of work to do. No. People like us who have mastered it, and my students who have mastered it, am I not saying the truth? You reach a certain point and it's moving by itself. You reach a certain point, it's moving by itself. You just need to press the button. Okay? Is that why the Bible uses 3 a lot? The golden ratio. 3 is the number of balance. No? 3 and 9. 3 and 9 are the number of equinox. Even equinox in our time, it takes 369. We have the 369. 3 and 9 are the equinoxes. So, yes. And I want you to watch this. Watch this video. It's just a little animation to show you what we come here to do. Some people will not get it. Some people will get it. Now, every time you come onto this particular planet, this is what you come here to do. I knew it was going to disturb me. See this animation? See? Baby girl, you don't want to play. See? I will just repeat it right now. So you come, you are this mosquito here. I want you to watch what this mosquito is doing. This is all you come to do. Come, you take your clothes, you pick according to every month, you pick what you want, and then when you pick, after you've picked what you want, what you've picked is what will now bring in your soul tribe. There is no soul tribe without you picking. When you're naked, nobody knows what you're wearing. But then after you've created your avatar, and other different people are also creating their own avatar, then you come together and you dance. Are you guys comprehending that animation? You come, you create your own avatar, and then after you've created it, that avatar will make you see the people who you are uniform with. You cannot see the people you are uniform with if you do not have an avatar. You must work on your avatar for you to find the people you are in uniform zone with, and then you start dancing. So the entire process as you create your avatar is a DIY project. You must do it yourself. As you create the avatar, it is a DIY project, guys. Hey, mama. It is a DIY project. It's a DIY project. Until you get to the top is when now the universe conspires for you to find your other solar systems that are the same as you. Those are the ones you call soulmate. Soulmate, solar system mate. The solar system that are similar to yours. Then you guys move together. Now, the population does not look the same throughout the months, but rather every month individual auras changes as individuals reap exactly what they sow. Every month you reap what you sow. Every month we have 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours, 7 times. 24 hours, 24 hours, 7 times that form 4 weeks. If in every 24 hours you are using 2 hours to channel to yourself, then by the end of 4 weeks you will have 6 hours. That is what you will reap. Everybody reaps what they sow. If you, in every 24 hours, you are using 23 hours to work on yourself, by the end of the month, you times that by 4. You have a lot. You cannot be compared to somebody who only has 6 hours. So, way. Don't compete on this planet wrongly. Compete correctly. If you want to compete correctly. Now, glow-ups and glow-downs are the metaphor behind rapture. Rapture is the change of physical form. Rapture happens when literally, I know everyone has ever seen somebody experience rapture. There are these people who you grew up with. They looked like mud. They looked dirty, like they're from the trenches. They did not have anything going on for them. And then, one day you meet them, like maybe 24 years later, and you see a completely different person. Like literally, even you, when nobody can, you will tell other people that, no, that is not the person. That is not them. This is not Swiri, Nyar, Kano. This is not Kesh. This is not Adija, the Adija that I know. That has happened to everyone. When people glow up, that is rapture. But remember, rapture is a double-edged sword. You can either glow up or glow down. When you're glowing up, you're moving north. When you're glowing down, you're moving south. So also know, rapture is not a one-way traffic. It is a two-way. There are people who are rapturing down, glow down. You know, there are these people who, when they were growing up, you thought they were going to be Beyonce. They looked like they were going to hold the world by the balls. And then you meet them 12 years later, and you cannot believe it. They've glown down. They've raptured down. Until you feel sorry for them. But then there are people who you will disrespect them, and then later on you find a completely different person. Even their physical appearance has changed. Rapture. And how does it happen? 12 hours a day. 24 hours a day, day and night. 24 hours day and night. You collect all that, you form your own year. That's how you build. That's how you build. There's no other way to build. Now, you do not need money to become your authentic self. You need your authentic self to become man. You do not need money to become your authentic self. You need your authentic, it is your authentic self that you need to become money, my friend. Some people, they think they need money in order for them to become the best actress that they want to become. You need yourself. Literally, there is a role that is being looked for that requires somebody who has a nose that looks a certain way, who has eyes that look a certain way. There is a president being looked for that requires somebody who has courage that looks a certain way, who has self-belief system that looks a certain way. After you have become yourself, it is that self that will now attract man. It will now attract money. It is yourself that will put you in a frequency that money now will come to you. Some of you are manifesting 2 million, but you look like somebody who does not even have 1,000. You are manifesting 2 million, but you look like somebody who cannot even have 1,000. My friend. The universe will look at you and say, that one looks like, let's give them 500. The universe will look at you and say, oh, look at the vibration of that one. That one now, this is a 2 million material. This one now is a 2 million material. This one is a 20 bob material. This one is a 50 bob material. Oh, that one is a 10 million material. My friend, you do not need money to become yourself. You need yourself to become man. Try it. It is the body you individually work on throughout the year that is responsible for giving you the level of frequency you need to locate your individual solar system, soul tribe, and abundance that is on your name. Like literally there's an abundance. Everybody has abundance that is, the delivery has your name on it. Everyone has abundance that the delivery has your name on it. How do you get it? Raise your vibration to that level. It is the body. And how do you raise your vibration to that level? Don't think it is a 2-day job. Some of you get into spirituality, you think it's a 2-way job. It's a 2-day job, 3 days job. You think now, oh, now I'm spiritual, I need to manifest 2 million in 2 days. Tortoise pace is the pace of spirituality. Tortoise pace is the pace of spirituality. My friend, you can be spiritually awakened and you start from a level, from the lowest level, from the bottom of the pyramid. You have to work your way up. And this is where ancestors come in. Some people have ancestors who can quantum jump. Some people have ancestors who can quantum jump. Do you know what quantum jump means? African ancestors naturally can quantum jump, all of them. Do you know the virtue? By the virtue of what? Africa, melanated people are the only race that were able to jump straight from Stone Age into Iron Age. Do you know the ability to jump from Stone Age into Iron Age? That is the same ability that makes you be able to put salt in the food without measuring, and you end up putting correct amount. That is the same phenomenon that literally will make you get into a field. Like for example, you are going to learn driving, how to drive. And usually driving is supposed to take people 7 months. You get there and by 2 weeks you're done. Why? Because you have the memory in your ancestry. Quantum jumping. And a lot of Africans, you disrespect your ancestors. And guess what? We are the only ones with ancestors that can quantum jump. Quantum jump is intuition, intuitive action, intuitive decisions. Not everybody is capable of making intuitive decisions. It is only Africans who will tell you, oh, by the way, I had to cancel because, you know. Or I'm betting. It's only Africans that somebody will place a bet because of how they felt. You know, I just felt it was right. That is what quantum jumping is. Taking those leaps of faith. And Africans, when you read the African history, it is only people of the African continent that were able to jump from Stone Age into Iron Age without passing through bronze. Everybody else, Asians passed through bronze. Europeans passed through bronze. Africans, straight. So when you disrespect our ancestors, think twice, my friend. Think twice. This is the reason why I don't tolerate certain people. I don't tolerate people who disrespect African ancestors. No, stay away from me. Don't have a conversation with me. Even if you are African, don't have a conversation with me. I don't know where you are coming from. I don't know who you are. I don't know the dimension you are coming from. Stay the fuck away from me. But if you want to quantum jump, if you want to have it easy, if you want your intuition to be very strong in a way that you are capable of smelling results. You are capable of smelling what will happen in the future, so you make your decisions now before that future arrives and you are accurate. That is an African thing. That's what we call quantum jumping. So, yes. That is the end of the holy science, my friend. That is the end of the holy science. Are we together? Me, that's what I'll ask. Are we together? And guys, now I'm about to leave now. Gift. Smelling results. Yes! Know who your ancestors were, and then you will respect yourself. Hey, you will respect yourself. If you know what the African ancestors did, you will respect yourself. And me, I respect myself, and I also respect everyone from African descent. I don't care whether you respect yourself or not. Me, I will respect you for your ancestors. Every time I see people of African descent, people who have African ancestors, I will respect you on behalf of your ancestors, even if you don't respect yourself. But I will not allow you to disrespect me. I will respect you, even if you don't respect yourself, but I will not allow you to disrespect me. I will just say you don't know who you are, and it's allowed. Everyone has a point where they don't know who they are. Because of the witchcraft that went down in this particular timeline, so many people don't know who they are. I will excuse you for that. But you will not project on me. You will not project your disrespect on me. Yes, guys, thank you so much, Kita. Kita, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Erica, thank you so much. Quinta, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Erica, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so this is the end of my life today. There's 900 of you here. And I'm just finishing. But you know, I'm coming back on Sunday as usual. For the next 3 months, I'm doing Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. And then we see. After 3 months, I will restrict expansion and then move another direction again. Thank you guys so much. Peaches, thank you. Fatim, thank you. Yes. So I hope we've been together. I hope throughout this live we've been together. Oh, Lavender. Lavender, that's my inner circle. Lavender is one of my inner circle people. Thank you so much, Lavender. Justin, thank you. I appreciate it. East African Anthem, mama. Yes, tunaimba East African Anthem. Si bado watu wananitumia mavitu jamani. Watu bado, people are still gifting me. Peaches, thank you so much. I appreciate it. After the gifting now, I'm going to read our East African Anthem and then. But if you don't want to wait until we finish, you can just leave. You know, this class is for free thinkers. The class is officially over, but you can leave as you want, or you can wait to finish together. We love you so much, Swiri. I love you guys as well. I love you guys as well because I love myself. And me, I want people to succeed because the more people succeed, the more people I will have to interact with. The more people, the more tourist sites I will have to visit. If few people succeed, the less tourism sites. So let's succeed, a lot of us. I want you to come into my life and have a tourism experience. And the same way I want to come into your life and have a tourism experience. If it is not that, ciao, adios, I'm done. Ciao, adios, I'm done. Ciao, adios, I'm done. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Like literally, the more people awaken, the more people excel, the more tourism site we will have in the world to visit. I am a tourist. I come from a lineage of tourists. I come from a lineage of travelers. I love to travel, both astro and physical. I love to travel. So this is the reason why we do this. We want the planet to be a beautiful place to have fun in. So we're going to, okay, Swiri, are our ancestors maternal or paternal? Legacy is maternal. Paternal ancestors only contribute to the pattern. And thank you very much for asking this question. Before I finish, let me answer this, because I have the answer here. Maternal, legacy is maternal. And by legacy, I mean there is no paternal ancestry that will ever give you a vessel on this planet. No paternal ancestry is capable of giving you a vessel on this planet. All vessels, they come from maternal lineages. Now, what does the paternal lineages do, or paternal ancestry do? The paternal ancestry, they contribute to the pattern. What is the pattern? Africans, you're going to comprehend this more than other people. In Africa, we have tribes. That is what patterns are. For example, me, I am Ubuntu in origin, but Nilotic in pattern. Somebody else is Ubuntu in origin, but Agikuyu in pattern. Somebody else is Ubuntu in origin, but Shona in pattern. Somebody else is Ubuntu in origin, but Zulu in pattern. Somebody else is Ubuntu in origin, but Yoruba in pattern. It is the fathers that create the pattern. It is the fathers that they create the pattern. Pattern is the tribe. you know, the physical representation, the physical location. Now, maternal is the intuitive space. Okay, somebody's asking, so language. Yeah, you know, tribes, they are not language. When you look at our tribes, they are not just language. They are patterns. For example, in Africa, we have Bantu, for example. Bantu has patterns of, we have the, okay, in Nilotic, let me talk about Niloids, the one that comes to mind most because I'm a Niloid. In Niloid, we have the river lake. Those are the patterns, the river lake. We have the highland, plain Niloids. You know, plain Niloids, highland Niloids, river lake Niloids. When you go to Bantu, now remember, Niloids we have river lake, plain, highlands. And then Bantu now, we have western Bantu, eastern Bantu, northern Bantu, southern Bantu, and central Bantu. Bantus are like the compass direction. And then Nilotic people, like the patriarchal societies, they show you the places, the movements. I don't know whether somebody's getting it. You have to study African ethnic groups for you to get it properly. But I will just tell you this. Maternal, they give you the vessel. They give you the legacy. Lineage is maternal. But then pattern is paternal. I get it. Thank you. As long as one person gets it, that's all. I am Bantu by legacy, by lineage. But I am Luo by pattern. Okay? So you also always have to know, we are all Bantu. Everyone is Bantu. Everyone is Bantu by lineage. But then we have patterns. We have patterns. So that is where the masculine comes in. Yes, we are all Ubuntu. We are all Watu. Ubuntu is Watu. Ubuntu is Ntu. Ubuntu is intuition. Ubuntu is the divine mother. Ubuntu is the divine nature. Everyone that has ever come out of a vagina is Ubuntu. How do you become Ubuntu? By coming out of a vagina. As long as you've come out of a womb, you are Ubuntu. But then it is now the patterns. Patterns are now the area you stay, how you move, whatever. I hope we comprehend. Anyway, let me now put the East African anthem, and then I go. Taomba uilinde jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu, jumuiya yetu sote tulinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. On Sunday we sing gospel. Shukran pia, shukran. Justin, thank you. Uzalendo pia, mshikamano, viwe msingi. 10 a.m. on Sunday, 10 a.m. I will announce. I will put on a post the way I always do put on a post. Desturi zetu, jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya. Thank you. Tayu. Ndani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya. Bye. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde. I love you too. Tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu. Bye. Idumu jumuiya yetu. See you guys on Sunday. See you guys on Sunday. See you guys on Sunday.